Now, this business of ostinato, repetition, lulling you into the theatre that we're watching. He does the same in Suor Angelica. You have a bell from backstage. Listen, and this mixing of the colors, listen, she keeps the pedal on, and you hear the bell mixing. It's genius. It's the simplest thing. It's just ding dong, but it puts us into a special atmosphere. Listen to the chords now. He harmonized the ding dong now. Parallel chords again. It's almost kind of a Zen feel, isn't it? Santa Maria, prega per noi e peccatori. You hear this voice from off stage, so you hear it from afar. And they continue singing. You'll also hear bird song. Yeah. Piccolo off stage. It's a tender and sweet atmosphere. That's very good, Susan. Lovely. I rehearsed, we did the first stage in orchestra this morning of this piece, and it took me an hour to rehearse all the offstage effects for Suor Angelica. So the idea of music coming from offstage for distance purposes, creating an appetite for wanting to get to see these people, which is a standard theatrical device, operatic device, for Puccini certainly, to get to hear our heroine. Although we do see her on the stage when the curtain goes up, we don't hear her sing. We hear her from off stage, and then finally we get to hear her sing. This creates mystery and expectation. Same happens with Mimi, same happens with Tosca. We see Turandot, but we don't hear her in Act 1. And fantastic theatre man he was, Puccini. In this production, she is putting together a story of an eventual suicide. It'll take a few scenes, and it'll take some horrific news, the news that her son has died from an illness, to bring this suicide to fruition. But listen to her music when she talks. This is her first music on stage. Fantastic. Here we go. There's a heroic side to her also here. She says, death is a beautiful life. And quite a traditional writing. It's not so much melody, Puccinian melody, in that it has great skips. Usually there are tremendous da 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 da, those kind of things. Here it starts on one note. Scale, the simplest. But through the harmonies, listen. The way he dresses it up with fluid accompaniment and very sensitive chords. It creates a fantastic, almost a halo around her, which is exactly the point, and to create, again, a preoccupation. I don't think Verdi so much thought of well, with Desdemona he certainly did, creating a halo around these characters, almost too good to be true. But in her case it is true. She has committed this one sin, and yet she is the best, the most pure, the most angelic. Well, her name is Angelica, isn't it? I'm going to just do one little example more. Tell me about his eyes. Tell me about his face. The most famous moment of this opera, again, listen to the chords, the parallel chords. I keep coming back to that because it's such a feature. Here we go. And she says, this is an aria to her child, senza mamma, without a mother. You are dead. You're dead without my being able to kiss you. Solo violin. Again, you hear this riff over and over again. Da da da, over and over. I couldn't even caress you. And you have died. Without knowing how much I loved you. Now that you are an angel in heaven, you can see your mother. here. Great, fabulous, 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 fabulous. Yeah.